KiwiEars. So we have another KiwiEars in the house today. Today we have KiwiEars Quintet. It's a very special setup. It has very, I would say, interesting driver setup in it, and it consists of 1 DD, 2 BA, 1 microplanar transducer, and piezo driver. And I would think that 5 driver, and this combination, they still tune it very nicely. I'm not surprised actually, because it's from KiwiEars. We have the MVP of the year, KiwiEars, and SimGod. Well, you know, they have the Orchestra Light early of the year, Cadenza late last year, and my $100 reference IM, which is the Quartet. So all of them just score so good. Okay, score so good is a combo of 4th now. So all of their IM, all of their releases, although their releases are quite frequent, okay, it's quite frequent, but all of them do pretty well. Okay, do pretty well. So I'm starting to have a lot of faith in this KiwiEars, because the things that they usually come up with are good. So let's dig into the review today. Let's talk about this KiwiEars Quintet. Hello guys, it's Jordan from Jordan Kid Review. Welcome back. Today, Quintet. Okay, so let's talk about the Quintet, and before that, let's thanks Linso for sending this over, but it will not affect my honest opinion on the Quintet. So the Quintet is, like I said, a very interesting setup. Okay, we have DD, we have BA, 2 BA in fact, and a micro planar transducer, so, and a piezo. The planar might not be the big planar out there that you guys are familiar with, but at least is maybe some sort of planar. Okay, I don't really care what is the shape of the driver itself, okay, whatever configuration that they have, but for me, I just quite impressed, okay, by how they can put everything together in this shell, and it sounded alright, quite good. Okay, looking at the graph, okay, look at the graph, is, I would say, impeccable. Okay, impeccable as in it looks something like my favorite Tanstream Oxygen kind of graph, but it has better treble extension, which is wow. Imagine that it has 4 type of drivers going on here, and each of them have totally different traits in them. They still managed to have graph something like this, so really quite impressed. Okay, I think the person that tuning this IM, okay, or tuning their recent releases really is good. Genius. Okay, genius. So let's talk about the physical aspect of this IM first. This IM is quite small. Okay, I would say medium small, and it's quite comfortable. And the faceplate on this time around, they are not going with a lot of colors like the Quartet. Okay, the Quartet is quite nice. The Orchestra Light also is quite nice. The colors there are just, I would say, addictive. Okay, so this time around they go with silver in matte. Okay, matte color, silver, just very simple, and I believe this is in metal. Okay, it's in metal. When you knock them together, you can hear that. Okay, it's in metal. So half of it, only the faceplate is in metal, the rest are in resin. Again, it looks very small and very comfortable to wear with. Okay, I think girls will, I mean, even girls can wear it quite easily. And the cable on this are not the worst. Okay, it's alright. Okay, it's alright. I just prefer something to be a little bit more premium, but I've swapped up the cables of the Orchestra Lights because to match up the color, I have another blue cable, and bought a purple cable for the Quartet. So this, of course, I'll be changing the cables of this, change it to a SPC cable, which is in silver color, silver white. So everything now looks in silver. Color matters. Okay, so of course, because I also prefer 4.4 termination, because it came with 3.5. So if you all just swap up the cables, because the original cables are not that it's bad. Okay, it doesn't tangle anything, it doesn't bother me too much, but everyone wants a perfect matching color. I am I not? So that's all for the physical aspect. Let's talk about the sound. The sound here, I would say, is special. Okay, special. I leave it the timbre aspect to the last later. So let's talk about what is the tonality of this. Okay, it's tuned towards mild V shape. Okay, looking at the graph, it has very good bass. Okay, it have glide slightly to the mids, and then it have very good pinna gain, and don't have a lot of weird peak here and there and weird dips. Okay, for me, the graph itself just look stunning. Okay, looking at it, okay, you can know that it is quite a safe purchase. Okay, you can roughly gauge is this a good IM or not. For me, it's totally pass. Okay, looking at the graph, you can just buy this. Okay, so let's go with the bass. The bass is one of the best aspect of this IM because it is not the bassiest IM out there, but it has the traits that I love on like one of my daily driver IM, which is the C Audio Neo, a KKbox IM. Okay, the bass here is not very bassy, but it is very detailed. Okay, so you can hear a lot of detail inside the kick drums. Okay, or inside explosion, or a lot of micro nuances in the bass. Okay, which is very rare to see. Okay, it's very rare. Maybe you can find this in some other planar IM, but here I think that the planar DD does quite good. Okay, quite good. The bass here is quite good. Quantity might not be too much. It's okay, average. It's not lacking, definitely not lacking. Okay, still give you very good rumble and punches, but additionally it gives you that detail. Okay, that makes you feel that the quality of the bass is just slightly to another level. Okay, it's not that kind of bloated bass, everything given to you with no texture and no definition. Here is all the other way around. Good bass should be done this way in all other sets. Okay, so very controlled as well. It's compared to the Quartet. Okay, it has better control over the bass. So bass here, one of my best aspect in this IM. And the lower mids also, together with the lower mids, male vocal sounded quite thick, and it has that warm, and also have this very echoey nature to the male vocal. So I just love the male vocal over here as well. And instruments on here sounded good. Electronic guitars have that very good articulations and then very good definition as well. One thing that I'm not very satisfied is the female vocal. Okay, even though looking at the graph, it's fine. Okay, it's fine looking, the pinna gain, everything is fine. We don't have weird dips here and there or weird peak there, but I just find that the vocal, female vocal, a lot of friends of mine like the female vocal on this set, but just not me. Okay, just not me, because I think that it don't touch me emotionally. So just find it's not very emotionally engaging as well, but it has good presence. And another thing that I found was that the instruments, okay, sounded better than the female vocal. Okay, so usually I like it in another way around. I like female vocal to be very forward and leave the instruments behind, but this time around I would think the instruments, okay, like guitars or everything, it just slightly edges out the female vocal. Okay, but don't get me wrong, okay, it's not recessed. Okay, it's not recessed. Female vocals still have very good presence, but just that is not the most engaging kind of female vocal. So for people like me with a lot of J-pop in the library, so I don't find it very addictive to listen to if I'm looking into J-pop, but listening to other Chinese songs or other Western pop song is fine. Okay, if you are listening to a lot of male vocal. Okay, so like maybe bands like Coldplay, everything, so it's nice from them. Okay, it's nice. Yeah, I don't have a lot of English songs, so things like I listen to like Yellow, yeah, those sounded great. Okay, those sounded very great. And next, let's go to the detail retrieval. Detail retrieval on this, what do you expect from this kind of setup? Yeah, it's good, better than average. Okay, for me, this is already a very detailed set. So I don't think a lot of you will complain about the detail retriever over here because it's better than usual. And remember the bass that I mentioned, that it has a lot of detail inside the bass as well, inside the mids as well. So everything, having this kind of a planar setup and piezo, you can have quite good detail retriever. So micro nuances, everything can be captured from the song. And then it also have that holographic kind of staging, and like I said, vocal come across a little bit echoey, so it's quite nice. Okay, it's very nice up here. Then let's talk about timbre. Okay, this might be one of the factors that decide whether will you buy this IM or not. Okay, I find the timbre here a little bit special, so it's in between DD and planar. Okay, it's like just in between this, I guess. So because I'm a person that don't really like piezo driver. Okay, piezo driver IM, I just don't find myself like piezo driver IM a lot. It just to me felt unnatural sounding a little bit. Not saying that it's sharp or anything, just that it don't feel to me a little bit, yeah, just unnatural. Okay, to the contrary, DD IM sounded most natural. So this is in between. Okay, this is in between, and of course it has the speed. At the same time, it has that warmth inside the single DD, in the DD. So making this, having the conflict of being fast and slow at the same time, the timbre wise just felt to me very special, or what my friend would call it strange. Okay, because it's one of its kinds. Okay, so I think not, at least for me, this is my first encounter with such timbre. We have DD timbre, we have BA timbre, planar timbre. Tri-bridge usually quite okay. We have EST sound, EST that done very good and very bad as well. But this is just, I would say, special. Okay, special. So do I recommend it? Yes, I would still recommend it. Looking at the graph, looking at the build, tonality wise, perfect. Okay, it's perfect. So also reminiscent to something like a Tanstream Oxygen kind of tuning, but it's done have more treble extension, and this has more driver. So that one is single DD. Okay, so rest assured that tonality, this is done very good. Just the timbre. Okay, whether do you like it or not. Okay, it's a personal preference thingy. So if you guys out there who are new to the hobby, you don't have a lot of sets yet. Okay, maybe you're using just entry into the game, you're having some $20 good IM out there. There are a lot of $20 good IM out there. So you have $200 now from a bonus. Okay, is it a worth upgrade? Yes, I think it is. Okay, it is a good upgrade because everything is there. Is the risk of buying this that you don't like it is very low. So no problem, go ahead. And for you guys out there who are more matured in the IM hobby, or you're in the hobby for a long time, there's one reason for you to get it. Okay, because of as a collection, I guess. Okay, as a collection, I don't see that there will be a lot of IM with such setup will be coming out anytime soon. Okay, I don't think this will be very common. So even if they come up with very special setup like this, I bet their implementations, okay, their tuning might not be as good. The graph, impeccable. Yeah, so as a collection, yes, keep this. KiwiEars, okay, KiwiEars holds its market value. Not to worry that you can get it sold if you don't like it, but I still think that eventually you will keep it. Yeah, as a reference. Okay, as a reference. For me, I will keep it for male vocal. Okay, for some of the songs that have a lot of instruments. I think instruments is one of the things that KiwiEars always excel in. So I think the person that tuned this really like instruments. But yeah, so for me, I will keep it as a reference, and also keep it as a reference for piezo, how a good piezo implementation would be like in something like this. So $229, I will leave the link down below. It's unaffiliated, so guys can just click it and go to Linso and get one, or if not, just wait for sales. I think it's quite a safe purchase. So let's hope for KiwiEars, okay, come up with something more exciting like tri-breed or anything. So we will do a review on it as well. So that's all for the video today. Please like and subscribe. We have more to come. We have Sim God to come as well, MVP of the tri-fi world in 2023. So see you all, like and subscribe. See you guys, bye.